Hello my friends, this is tutorial number 15 in this Java programming tutorial series, and in this tutorial we will talk about arrays. We will gonna do some small introduction into the arrays. First, let me create a new class. It will be class 02. We will create main method, and for example, I will put a string. It will be colors. But we will like this string colors equals to we will open the let me close this class one, and we will put some colors. It will be red, mine will be blue, white, black, and it can be rose, semicolon in the end. Okay, and we have this is an array of strings, and now let me try to print it. System out print line, we will print colors. Let's try, and we what happens here? Well, array does not we cannot print arrays like we do it with strings. And for example, to explain you how this is working, we for example can print colors of 0. Let's try, and we have a red. I want to show something. Let's try to print something, some other color, and we can go with one. Colors. Okay, if we print now, it will be blue, and we can do this with other colors. Colors of 2. Let me colors of 3 and colors of 4. Let me try to print this. Okay, we have our colors: red, blue, white, black, and rose. And now you will ask me, but how? This is first, this should be 2, this should be 3, until 5. But the point is that arrays always started with 0. First element of an array is 0. And because of that we are starting with 0, red, blue, and we have elements until 4. But for example, what should happen if we want to print fifth element of an array? Let's try. And what we will get? We will get our colors, and we will get an exception. Array index of bounds. It is because 5. We don't have element of 5. The rows is last element, it's element of 4. If we want to this works, we can, for example, type another color. It can be gray. If we added one more element, let's try to run it, and it's good. But this could be too complicated. Imagine that our array has, for example, 100 elements, 200, 1,000 elements. How are we gonna print it? We could only type print 6, print 7, 2. It is we just can't do that. How are we gonna do that? For example, let's comment this. Let us comment. Okay, we have colors. In the last tutorial we learned about loops, and let's try to implement for loop for this array. For example, we have for integer I equals to 0, semicolon, I less than colors dot length, it's length of array, and semicolon, I plus plus, and we will type system. We will print colors of I. Now let's print this. Okay, and that's good. As you can see, we have all our colors: red, blue, white, black, rose, gray. And what it means, probably you expect to print I, but let me explain you. I is 0, and if I less than colors dot length, it makes when with this condition we can go out of bounds. And if I is less than for example, we have 5 elements, 0 is less than 5, or 6, and we will print colors of 0. And in the next one we will increment by 1. It will gonna print colors of 1. It will be blue, and it goes until the loop is finished. You probably expected to print I, but I will show you what will happen. If we print I, we will get the numbers, because we red, for example, is 0 element of array, and we have blue is 1, white is 2, and it just print which element is of an array. And we will go back with colors. It is better and useful. Let's try again. Okay. Now it was an array of strings. Let me comment this. I will show you the same way as we did with strings. We can do easily the same thing with integers. numbers equals, we can put some numbers, for example 3, 19, 26, 25, 23, 33, and let's forgot semicolon. And for example, we want to print, we can for example print only one element. It could be numbers of 2, for example. It will give us the result, it will be 0, 1, 2, it will be 26. Okay, but we want to print complete array. We will do the same thing as we did with strings. Integer x, it can be any variable that you want. You can go with I, with j, with a, b, c, x, y, it never mind. We going with x equals to 0, x less than numbers dot length, and x plus plus, and we gonna get system out print line numbers of x. Okay, let us save, and we will get our numbers. 3, 19, 26, 25, 23, 33. Okay, this was the introduction into the arrays, and also in the next tutorials we will be focused on practice. We will practice arrays also together with loops to this be easier for you. With practice, I think that you should have no problem with this. Many people talking about arrays are difficult, but trust me, there is no rocket science here. We will practice with a couple of examples, and I think that it should be easy enough for you. Okay, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you like my video, and also you can follow me on Instagram. You have a link under the description, and see you in the next tutorial.